We are the keepers of the flame, the sacred order. Let the ceremony begin. And today, faithful acolytes, we take a look at these.
And what we have here is our first ever head-to-head for honey. This is Mike's Hot Honey. No doubt you've seen this. I've seen this in all sorts of places. And of course the extra hot version of Mike's Hot Honey, which I have not seen as much of. Both of these are what I understand to be made with Malagueña peppers. So we have honey, chilies, vinegar, and the honey is sourced in the US and other places. And we have here same thing. So the honey is a collection of all sorts of different countries. Like I said, I have understood that these peppers are Malagueña peppers in here. They're not listed anywhere I could find out, but the temptation was just too much for me, and I had to do a head-to-head just to see what's what here. There is the original hot honey. Caps are different, labels different. Oh, look at this. Oh, there's more chunks of peppers in this. All right. So, is this going to actually be hot? That's kind of the big question I have. I'm not expecting a lot out of the regular. All right, that cap's not going to work. We probably need this one. Okay, smaller hole in this one. This one has sort of this squeeze hole thing for more of a paste, which I guess is what this is. So, all right, let's get on. Let's you and me get into these spoons. Okay. So there is what the Mike's regular looks like. Regular honey, hot honey. Very, very thick honey. Okay, so let's put this here. See if it'll stay without going everywhere. It's a big maybe, huh? All right, we'll set down here. Okay, and the hot honey. Wow. Well, there's an obvious difference out of the gate just with all the particulates and the extra hot. Whoa. This is also slightly runnier, it looks like. Huh, interesting. All right, so here they are. The one on your left is the regular hot honey. The one on the right is the extra hot. Yeah, this is going to be interesting. For sure. All right. Well, let's start off with the regular. So the Mike's Hot Honey, there's just not a lot of heat there. I mean, there really isn't. There's a little bit. Certainly, I've had hotter hot honeys. Most of the hot honeys I've had tend to be tame. This one, I think I would include in that. I'm gonna give it a second here to see if it builds. Not really. Okay, so here is the extra hot. It's very bit grainy. A lot more, much more pepper presence. You can actually taste peppers much more in this, and I would give this a legit one. This is stepped on enough that you can definitely feel something there. So, flavor-wise, this one honestly reads more like a regular honey. Little slight bit of heat. This one is definitely more of. There's more of a presence of peppers in it. So this one isn't a straight honey. This one, it's definitely honey and peppers, and it reads through quite a bit like that. As far as flavor-wise, I don't know that I prefer either one of these. They both have the same recommendations for food, so I guess that's good. Labels are almost exactly registered though. Here, definitely had a machine do those. Okay. Obviously, the final test is going to have to be on food. This one is definitely hotter, but which one flavor-wise is going to be the reigning champ? So here's what I'm going to do. We're just going to... Should I dip it? Yeah, let's dip it. I don't want to be too messy here. Alright, so there's the Mike's regular hot honey on this side, and this one, I mean, it definitely is a lot more refined than Mike's regular. It's, filtration is better. There's no particles in it. It looks like honey with something in it. You can see there's dark threads through there. So a little bit of marbling. This one is just clearly straight out and out pepper particulates in there. But, I'm glad they did that. I'm glad they actually had that differentiation. All right, so what we're going to do is I'm going to whip through this whole thing of Mike's honey over here, the Mike's regular. And then we get these spoon back so I can make sure I eat it all and see if I can get any kind of burn at all. You know what's funny? Is despite me having the honey every time I go to KFC, which honestly is not very often, it never occurs to me at home to use honey for a dipping sauce for chicken strips. I use honey for pre-workout loading, mostly. Or sometimes in cooking, mostly for that. You see me have the peanut butter and honey English muffins numerous times. I think it's because honey gets overly sweet for me in this application like it is now. Still no real heat to speak of. Honestly, I do prefer hot sauce, but I wanted to pick a neutral food so these could go head to head, and this is a really good one. This just tastes like honey with honestly some stray off notes. Pepper is really indeterminate. Could be almost anything. Can't say there's any real heat there. Flavor is a bit odd. I probably won't be buying this again. I'm not really a fan of this. Okay, now let's okay. So no real heat. Flavor is a little odd. Let's get into the extra hot now. It's interesting to me that some Malagueñas remind me a lot of Tabascos. And they have a certain distinctive flavor. I have not had a sauce yet made with that pepper I've liked. At least with that as a primary flavor. And I find it a bit off-putting. I find it kind of baffling because there's some really great flavored peppers out there. I just don't understand this. I'm going to assume it's probably a cost thing. But I don't know. I could have It's Legit one. There's definitely some punch there. For a honey, anyway. Flavor is just really odd. This one, the flavor is kind of odd. This one, the flavor is much more so. I mean, I think they're better off if they're going to go with vinegar and chilies, stick with cayenne. Ghost, nice red Sauvignon Habanero. Could do some things. Could do some things. Malagueñas. Those continue to not be a pepper I'm very fond of. Kind of like Tabasco, I guess. Well, all right. We're at the end of the road here. This one is definitely notably hotter. Notably hotter than this one. This one, it's a very minor sprinkling of heat. With the mass market idea of this one, I think that is to be expected. Flavor-wise, I have to give the nod to this one, though, because it does not intrude on the honey flavor anywhere near as much as this does. This one, you know, if you're going to go for a honey-pepper combination, pick a good tasting pepper. That's not the case here. I probably will go through both of these and just use them up. But this one is, heat-wise, like I said, it's a legit one. But taste-wise, neither of these is particularly impressive to me. This one, like I said, I give the nod to just because it doesn't intrude on the honey quite as much. But I do like the packaging. I mean, so far this has been like relatively clean. So a nod for that, but I don't think that I would ever buy either of these products ever again. I'll just leave it at that. So if you do like this and wish there was more of the pepper flavor and more heat, this is the one to go with. But if you are interested more in a more honey forward, the Mike's Regular is the way to go there. But don't go into this one expecting actual heat. Save that for this one. So depending on whether you're chili head or not watching this, I guess. But anyway, there it is. The first ever head-to-head battle of the hot honeys. Mike's Hot Honey. Mike's Extra Hot Honey. Now go forth in peace to serve the flame.